Us to switch gears now and get into a different discussion on matters to do with entrepreneurship and the startups of in entrepreneurship, and we'll be talking about the online market venture, of course, the challenge of being able to buy and sell on online platforms. And I want to welcome my guest in studio, who is Ken Kimani. He is the founder and also the CEO, say the now CEO, probably. The now CEO of masoko.co. MASHOPS, mashops.co.ke, an online marketing platform that is just newly founded. I just want to take us to get into the discussion right from the start. What necessitated the start of the venture?
Okay, last year, actually, it's very weird for me. When I was watching this film, it's called The Blind Spot. I know it's scripted, but there's this lady, and she was doing a lot of programming and coding. And let me tell you, Chris, when I finished that program or that show, the very first 5 seasons, I started my online classes for coding. Now, after that, I got a scholarship with Google at Andela to study programming and coding. And after that, now I wanted to have my own product, which is myshops.co.ke.
Okay.
So MASHOPS comes at a time where there's a problem in the Kenyan market in e-commerce, and also for walk-in shops. For my mom, she's a witness of a handgun point akiendea vitu kwa soko. You understand? But if there was a platform whereby she can purchase things and items wherever she is, get delivered, hangewaipata such a hustle. So that's what I'm trying to build. Yeah.
To link the gap between having to struggle to buy and even sell as well. Let's talk about mashops.co.ke. Use the entire name. Let's talk about MASHOPS. That is the venture. What is it all about? Because you just hear MASHOPS and you can easily tell someone it's a buy and sell platform, but very few would be able to understand what is that venture.
So mashops.co.ke is a platform where it's just a multi-vendor platform whereby you buyer, you can buy products from different sellers in the platform. And for sellers, all they need to do is they log into the app, register as a vendor, which is absolutely for free, and after they register, all they need to do is they start selling the products. We are the salesperson for that vendor. You understand? So MASHOPS is generally, it's just like an Amazon. You understand? It's a Kenyan Amazon market. Yeah.
And as you also talk about, being a platform of sell and buy, there is also the aspect that you put into place in order for you to meet the necessities of someone being able to efficiently buy and also efficiently sell. For MASHOPS platform, what have you engaged in so that you can make it an efficient, platform?
So, Chris, in Kenya, the biggest e-commerce platform is Jumia. And I follow a friend of mine, our biggest entrepreneur in the US is called Andrea Gazdecki. He always says this: if you want to build a very good startup, all you need to do is look at your competitor, read the reviews, see the negative reviews. If you see the negative, now build more improved version of your product, plus the things that they like. So what I did is I did my research on Jumia, what people like on Jumia, what are they saying the negative part of Jumia. One of the things that was customer care, and that's where we come in. We have a very good, I personally talk to vendors, personally for me. I make time for vendors and talk to them, speak to them directly. You understand? So I took the problems that Jumia, the reviews that they had, the negative, and then I made a better product. That's MASHOPS.
And picking it from the scratch, what has been the challenge right from the start? Because it's a new platform, and you have to convince this vendor that I have this platform, and they haven't seen it before. Where do you start from?
Wow, it's a huge step, and it's a huge risk. But one of the things that we are doing is we are dealing so much of online advertising, and the huge something called challenge is something to do with finances and funding. I am bootstrapping for common mwananchi language inamaanisha natoa pesa yangu kwa mfuko, invest into the business. I have no investors, I have no angel investor or venture capitalist. It's me and my business partner. So the biggest one, I don't have yet like a big team to run, because I need a big team who can go to different places where they can convince the vendors we have this platform. And then when they convince the vendors, because now we have the products in the platform, what do? We need to sell these products, because when we sell these products is when every salesperson at my shops, it's when Ken Kimani and any other person employed by my shops is going to get paid. So if we don't make the sales, and to make the sales we need a lot of sales people, because we are like, it's a sales work that we are doing. You understand? So we need a huge team. For technical part of it, that was not a challenge. I undertook a very well course, and I can say YouTube is one of the greatest platforms that you can learn any course from. Yeah. So
you came up with the My Shops itself, and
yeah.
It's been you talked about it being a competitor of Jumia, yeah. An existing company, yeah. that also boasts of big sales. For the Kenyan people, is it a market for the local products for the Kenyan people, or how extensive is my shops?
For now, we are going with the local products, because we need to verify the seller. We don't want to have so much of goods selling. And one of the things that we are priding ourselves at my shops is we are reliable. We want to be there for the customer. We are there convenient. We don't want, like when you buy this coat, you see this coat in the picture, but Kenya unaleta, it's a very different coat. So we want to be convenient. So we want to verify our sellers and our vendors there, and we want to be affordable. We don't want to maybe rise the prices for out there. But one thing I can tell you is that Jumia has been there. It's making a lot of money. I know it's making a lot of money, and it's a big risk going after Jumia, because I know they are a competitor. And by the way, Jumia is the third largest e-commerce platform in Kenya. But compared, Kenyans, they have something called, we are using 72% of people use money, mobile money transfers, 72% of Kenyan population, and 26% of Kenyan population pay bills non-online. Make payments online. So the 26% is the percentage that we are going for. I know it's a big risk for Jumia, going after Jumia, but we believe in ourselves.
And there's that aspect of what you buy versus what you deliver.
Yeah.
Because I also had that bad experience of buying something and getting a totally different. Unanunua koti size.
Yeah. Unapata it's another one. Yeah.
Yes. So it's very difficult. So how are you meeting that criteria to be able to cut that point of what people need is what you have on your platform? So
right now, what people need is what I have on my platform. Is like right now, when I was launching my shops and I got to many calls, I did like a WhatsApp broadcast. I told my friends to do the same. What they really need is a service platform, whereby you as a journalist, you as an MC, you have a service where you can sell your product as a service. And that's not included in Jumia, Jumia and in my shops. And I'm thinking about it so much, because one of the pillars that I'm using when building any startup, because I know a lot of startups are going to come, and I can tell anyone out there who want to build a startup, is don't build a product that you think people want. Build a product that people want. Right now, yes, my shops is there, and people are like, yeah, goods, products, movable goods, that's good, but we need a service product, you understand? So I think that's a very good way to learn what people want with the customer's feedback. You get in a call as a founder, you need to get on a call with people, learn from your customers, learn from them what they really need.
It's quite proving to be a very big challenge, as well, putting up with the pace of such an online marketing platform. But again, the startups have their own challenges, have their own difficulties, writing from the the finances, the stability, and also venturing into the local market. Those are factors that probably many startups would complain or rather cry off. So for MASHOPS, having to encounter all this, what is the plan to maneuver from in between the startup challenges of maybe financing, now that just began the other day, and you talked about not having adequate sales to be able to boast of big sales. So how is for MASHOPS to be able to maneuver in between that?
Okay, so for MASHOPS, what we are doing is I have a very good co-founder. His name is Martin Moshiri, and he's in charge of the marketing and the operations of MASHOPS. Well, I'm in charge of mostly dealing with vendors and sellers and the technical part of it. So what we are doing as startups, actually, let me tell you, be honest, even our business permits, it was late. So I know it's a huge challenge for startups to come in Kenya. But what I believe in MASHOPS, because we are going to make money when we sell. So tunafaa tujitume. Tukijituma, that's when we go to make money. So if we really need MASHOPS and any other startups to go on and to rise, you need to have a business structure and to have a business model of how you're going to approach things. You understand? So if you have a very good business model, I can be able to convince even someone like Sambu, hey Sambu, I need 100K to invest on this thing. Yeah, and also another thing is that MASHOPS is going to accept cryptocurrency. Yesterday, Amazon announced they are going to accept Bitcoin. But from the word go, when I was building MASHOPS, that's the dream that I have, that even in Kenya, if you operate in cryptocurrency, because I know in Kenya there are some Kenyans who are going to operate in cryptocurrency, they can pay via the cryptocurrency. And with that, we just need to, like right now, one Bitcoin is around 4 million. You understand? So for us, what we can see and how we can improve on ourselves and maybe market more and invest more is when someone pays via the cryptocurrency, we cannot withdraw that cryptocurrency just right away. What we need to do is find money, give the vendor his portion, and then invest that money to the cryptocurrency world. Yeah.
And that is quite an insightful, address in trying to cut into the market.
Yeah.
Of course, so much tragedy if you don't put a very good strategy while you start.
Yeah.
For the startups in this country, especially in our country where our market is reluctant into picking up the small startups.
Yeah.
But as well, someone would be outside there asking themselves, MASHOPS, and you need to buy, we need to sell. If someone wants to sell their product, how do they go about?
Okay, so you just go to mashops.co.ke, and then there's a vendor registration button. Click that button, follow the steps. When you follow the steps, we cannot approve you just directly. We need to get in a call. If you are around Nairobi and it's in environs, we can come to your shops. You have your walk-in shops, and then we can verify the products that you want to put, because we don't want to have like a very untidy shop. You understand? There's untidy shops out there. It's a huge, I don't want to mention it's a name, but it starts with it has a J somewhere. What they do is anyone can take a photo and upload there, and you get the products there. They are not of quality, you understand, compared to Jumia. Jumia, if you've seen Jumia, they have even you can't see like a product with a background. It's a wet background, you understand? So when vendors are uploading their product, we are encouraging them. If you have that product and you are very sure you can get some good quality photos, just take them. Or you cannot, let's come there and let's take the photos, because then again, we don't want to untidy our business just because we want to promote your business.
Don't you think that is an idea of maybe a startup? Because I believe if the business picks up and the startup picks up, there would be a situation where you're having so many sellers coming on board.
Yeah.
So how will you be able now to handle, like, you're having to go to this shop, go to this shop? Is it supposed to be a way where you don't necessarily need to visit this particular shop, but as well, approve these products into your platform and verifying them through the same procedure?
Yeah, there is a way which we are planning to input later in future, because a lot of people right now who we are targeting, our our vendors, they don't have like a walk-in shops. So if you have a walk-in shops in future, near future, we are going to maybe ask you for your business permit. Maybe you can upload your business permit, whereby when you see your business permit, now we can verify you. We can give you like a blue tick or a red tick, something of sort. So that when a buyer is buying from your store, they can see you are verified. And then there is Ken Kimani, who is not verified. Then there is like something we are not very sure, you understand? But now our market being for, or our vendors being for those people who don't have like an online walk-in shops. What do we do there? So there we have maybe to meet, and if the business grows and rises up, more salesperson will be needed to verify the vendors.
And as you also conclude this discussion, the bigger picture is the buyer. So if someone wants to buy, apart from selling now, or someone wants to buy, do they just go in and just order the product from the platform, or what do they do?
Yeah, just go in to mashopscoke/shops. There you can just order any product, and then we will get your product will get delivered. When we deliver the product to you, that's when we can only give the buyer, the seller, their money. We cannot give them like before the product is verified and before you have been delivered the product.
So if I buy a product from my shops, do I pay before or after delivery?
So you have to pay before. That's the thing now. You have to pay before. We don't want to have that sort of, you don't pay, you say you pay on delivery, and then there's a delivery cost. But we are planning on, if you don't want to pay on delivery, you want to pay on delivery, what you can do is pay the delivery cost.
Okay.
Then pay half of the money. So that if the product is not of your interest, we can give you the half of the money. But unaona sasa, if I have half of your money, you will feel the pain, and you can maybe chip in and come and clear all the amount.
Okay.
That's what we are doing.
I think that is a very good place that we need also to wind up this discussion.
Yeah.
And as we also come to a close and wind up the entire discussion, what would be your talk to anybody who has a startup that they think cannot venture into the local market?
What I can tell you, there's nothing new under the sun. Look at your competitor, see the negative. It's very simple. Build a community. Look at the competitor. See the negative comments in the reviews. Right now you can go to the Play Store, Google App Store, something like that. See the reviews. If you find like a repetitive review, a negative review, just try to build a startup via that now. When you build a startup via that, build a community, because you need a community of buyers to buy, to monetize your product. And when you do that, just launch the product. It's simple as that.
Okay, and then you can finish up. Where can they get information about MASHOPS, and where they can find you? Just the socials.
Okay, my socials is at Ken Kimani Mogo. Yeah, and also if you want to get anything, we want to everything. You can get it from our website. It's www.mashops.co.ke, or our WhatsApp number is 0720174631. Just register there as a MASHOPS vendor and increase your earnings.
All right, and I think that is a good point that we wind it up. And thank you so much for making time this morning. Ken Kimani, the founder and current CEO.
Yeah, maybe if we have investors, I might be forced to step down for someone.
Else. So I think we've had a good discussion. So, and we hope the venture can as well pick it up and the local market. And that is where we wind up this particular discussion. I'm taking a very short commercial break, but when we return, coming up shortly, will be trending and what's trending on the webs.